so make the rules very quick. We appreciate you guys giving us an hour. Now it's your turn. So MC9 and our book comes on, it's your mic. Only thing we ask is you don't scream out of turn because then no one hears anything. You get the mic clip? Yeah, there it is. Get it up on the stage too if you could.
Check. Jason.
And up here, Mark.
Jason, do you have the tape?
Have you got a tape? Excellent. Okay. Ann Arbor's microphone. Who wants to be heard first? You want to talk to us? You want us to clarify some positions? You want to talk to your peers? Go ahead. I know this guy's got something to shoot.
Explain about your shirt to them.
He says, explain about my shirt. The shirt here is a Nike t-shirt. Now, I just want to make sure if everybody was heads up in the house. That's why I wore this. It's not mine, of course. No, I'm lying. What I want to say is, have you guys realized that, how much money Nike, an organization out of Beaverton, Oregon, employs almost exclusively white people, how much money they make off the black community. Jesse Jackson, his organization PUSH, is boycotting Nike. So in turn, if you want to boycott Consolidated because I wear a Nike shirt, that's your prerogative too. This man just had a good point, and the point sort of is your dollar is your vote. So if you don't, buy Nike shoes and you realize that you're not given to a pretty semi-autocratic and racist employment structure by not supporting Nike.
Don't forget.
Because I'm a huge hypocrite and you guys need someone to have as a target.
Don't forget R.J. Reynolds Tobacco and Miller Beer.
The guy says, why are you wearing this shirt? But look at the shoes this guy has on. Okay, come on up on the mic.
Jesse Helms, man, Miller, good point. But I was wondering why you hit the Amnesty International in the middle of all that negative Ford advertising, Ford and America and everything.
It was just a concert.
Well, you just had it right in the middle. You had it right in the middle of all that negative advertising.
Oh, you mean the concert footage at Amnesty International?
You just because it's totally international, right on the screen.
Well, because that was about the Amnesty International tour. You want to say something? Mark, did you want to say something? It was about the Amnesty International tour that was total bogus fraud, where all these rock stars were going around the world and speaking out,
like
for human rights when they were
name a couple bands, please.
Bruce Springsteen,
okay,
Bob Geldof. The idea is that's not the most gross violator. The reason we put those things in there is because this huge wave of conglomerate relief benefits.
It's against human rights violence.
I know, and we totally agree with that. The idea is Live Aid was also against the famine of poor people, but the point is we've made trendy these huge conglomerate relief benefits, and they haven't done jack except made huge millions amounts of money. They never got to the benefactors.
We weren't denouncing Amnesty International. As a matter of fact, the leader, the spokesman for Amnesty International came out and denounced that whole concert too. So he has a huge fraud where it costs more money to tote the rock stars around the world. They were consuming huge deli trays backstage, talking out, about mistreatment of human beings. I'm just saying, the guy who was.
Are you saying that people like Paul Weller and Billy Bragg and all those people are? I mean, when you put Amnesty International on the screen, you have to.
We're putting the bands or the people down. We're putting down.
Okay, well,
I'm putting him on the spot. Fuck yeah, I am. What I want is you have to realize what happens. No, wait a minute.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to say one thing. You get the accountants to add up the bills for those shows, you realize millions of dollars went into the advertising, the publicity, and the amenities that were provided, and the TV exposure, and you find out the money that went to Amnesty International to find these political prisoners. You found that the money that was supposed to raise food for Live Aid to go to Ethiopia, they were never considering, what it took to get the job done. These were a huge product of the Reagan 80s, of guilty liberal people who wanted to do something good, and shit didn't come from it except a huge accountant's budget.
Are you willing to accept that, to reach people through this medium of advertising and everything? It is. I mean, although it is bad that TV advertising is, TV advertising and advertising to newspapers like Detroit News, which is very Republican and very right wing. Okay, it is, but you have to reach these people. You have to.
We're not condemning the intentions. The intentions are much like ours. We may be failing as much as they are. The idea is, though, we don't waste millions of people's dollars, and then just have it all end up in bureaucratic red tape. But that's the intentions were good. I'm not gonna condemn them for trying. Go ahead, man.
Okay, I just want to let you know, you're talking about Nike. Do you know about Reebok as well?
No, please inform us.
Reebok is an Afrikaner word. Reebok is actually a corporation from South Africa that goes through the UK. So the American public does not know this, and most Americans wear these Reebok shoes. They don't know it's a South African company that's making money off America.
Excellent point. Thanks for being articulate.
I just wanted to support what y'all were saying before about Live Aid and Amnesty International tour. It reinforces the illusion that we can just ease our guilty conscience by exercising our consumer dollar for these, quote, causes, when the answer really is direct action and involvement of our personal lives. And my question to you is, what are you doing as a band, outside of playing in a band in your daily lives, to change this sexist, homophobic, racist, capitalist, consumerist society?
Well, for instance, back at being a band and being on tour,
We're not doing jack.
We're not doing anything, but
Except for what we bring to this club for you guys to do. Sorry.
that's all right. When I'm at home, I definitely volunteer my time with the Fund for Animals. I work with the Fund for Animals, which is an anti-speciesist organization, which is involved in fighting oppression too, which we all don't want to admit that we're all guilty of in the sense of oppressing animals.
We also work for Market Street Youth Center, Inner City Youth Shelter, Omega Boys Club. You want to know the organizations we actually work for, hands-on, or contribute to, we'll be happy to tell you.
You work for Revolution.
Very large concept and a destroyed word. We'll talk about that in a sec. The thing that we try to say is that as musicians in a nightclub, it's very difficult to do anything. There's a couple of small things that we do in a nightclub. We are actually marketing pro-choice. I know it sounds cheap, but the Feminist Women's Health Clinic of Northern California has been repeatedly harassed and firebombed and threatened by Operation Rescue People. We are selling little pro-choice stickers, but all of the money goes to these pro-choice organizations of Northern California, which they direly need. This is a small thing you can do inside the venue. The thing that we want to tell you when we're here is that this is an incredible environment, but nothing happens until we exit the venue. So that's the idea, is that we don't leave this experience here. So if you want to know what we do in San Francisco, you ask.
This is the myth of rock. This right here. What happens, what's reality, is when we go outside and we do the things that we've been talking, you guys have been telling us tonight, and we put those practices into our lives. These are all theories, we gotta make practice.
Come on up. You gotta come up on the mic.
I'm not for or against anything you have to say, but what other country would you rather live in, and why aren't you there?
You're not for or against? You have no opinion of any of this?
We'd love to live here.
We're
We'd love to see the country change. We just want to have some equality, and all we want to say is that this country, unfortunately, there's a huge myth that this is the greatest country on earth. We live in a huge myth that this is the only country with free speech, and that's a myth. So this is one of the only countries that are slowly taking away your right for free speech. We've been censored. A lot of black groups have been censored. You can travel around the world and find plenty of countries that don't limit your free speech.
And they don't limit your ability to publicly address and to be a political organization.
Or have a home, or have food, or education,
or health services.
Healthcare, which we lack in this country. We're not against America. We live here. We gotta live here. We have people here that we love. We just have to realize that we live in a myth, and the only way we're gonna overcome the myth is if we can see through it like they did in Eastern Europe. They overcame their myth. We gotta overcome this one.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. But I think this is a really cool thing that you guys are doing right now. But I'm just wondering, because like this is a bar and everybody's drinking. Everybody is like drinking. No, I'm just curious about it because I don't know. But like there must be a certain like beer that is promoting something that you guys don't like. Yeah, and like.
It's just like.
No, it's a.
If you're white and you have power and you own a beer company, you're probably a racist.
Guys, like, and I think, there must be a certain
things you can endorse, what things you as a consumer can buy that doesn't help you contribute to apartheid, to the testing of animals, and to the complete exploitation of minority labor. They have these books. If you want to go find out what you can buy. What is it? Gotta come down and get a minute. Shopping for a better world. There's a million things you can do with your dollar. Okay, we have a cruelty-free shop list over there. You want to go read it? You can find out what beer you want to drink, what kind of food, what kind of whatever your consumer choices are that support these negative groups. You can find out. Just one.
Okay, you guys were coming here to play tonight, but did you like ban a certain, because it is a bar, did you ban a certain beer company because? Okay, exactly. That's the point that I'm trying to make. I mean,
There's a lot of important things to discuss besides beer drinking, but I just want to say, you're drinking a Miller, don't drink it anymore if you're against censorship, okay?
Good point.
These are leather. Okay, the Republicans don't have the answer. If the Republicans don't have the answer, the Democrats can't decide what to do in Congress. The communists doesn't seem to work. What should we do on election day? What is the best suggestion?
Any of the major parties out of power. You're right. It's an excellent point. It says, if you want an alternative to the Democrats and the Republicans, then you've got to find out what your alternative channel is. Democratic socialism is what we all want, because it will offer people hope. But
I just want to say really quick, because either party sometimes only represents one, that doesn't mean you shouldn't vote. There are candidates that do run. There are candidates that do run that are pro-choice, that are anti-cruelty. There's a lot of ways that we can change people's beliefs to change the habits of society, and that is by getting out and voting. You may not always like who's out there, but you've got to register and you've got to vote.
This is an announcement for the local community. How many people go to school at this, quote, liberal university? Anybody go to school here? How do you guys feel about rent-a-cops with guns on your campus? Okay, are you going to take any action now? Come to a meeting Sunday night at the MSA building office and was in the Union, or just stop by the office, talk to somebody there. 7 Sunday. Go to the office anytime, 9 to 5.
you don't want your school to be a police state. You've got to act now, because it'll be happening quick.
If you guys think you're going to change the world through green buying and through voting a different way at the electoral box, you're sadly mistaken. The only way is revolution. You guys are wearing a lot of Mao jackets, Mao hats, and everything. Does it mean anything more to you than a fashion statement?
No, it was an anti-Western statement, a fashion statement, definitely. An anti-Western, anti-rock statement. No, fashion. Fashion statement. Positive. Well, Mao definitely had some very positive attributes, but on the other hand, well, I'm just saying, yeah, he had some positive attributes, but he definitely became, power hungry and greedy, and he killed millions of people.
Do you support PETA or AL for these animal rights organizations? And if you do, why?
Right over there's a bunch of literature from PETA.
Yes, we do. Tell them why.
Yeah, we support PETA. I work with animal rights groups because we have to realize how important the unity of oppression is and what oppression means. I mean, how can you be anti-racist, anti-sexist, anti-homophobia when you're complicit with the murder and suffering of millions of animals, which
contributes to our addiction to meat, which makes other countries' people starve and kills the environment simultaneously. That's what we're doing.
I think one of the biggest ways to support animal rights is by being a vegetarian. And are you vegetarians?
Consolidated, we are all vegetarians. Hold on, he's wearing leather shoes, but he's a hypocrite. But let me just say one thing. Animal rights is a theory. So is anti-oppression. Vegetarian is a practice we can all make. It's a political practice and an ethical practice to save the planet. We have to find out why are they burning down the rainforest. It's for hamburger for the United States and Europe. And Burger King across the street. I'm just saying we gotta find out why the planet is being destroyed and realize the major cause is meat consumption and animal products in the animal industry.
I just want people to realize that suppression's not going to stop until labels are lifted. We're not black, white, Asian, or Indian. We're human. We're not bisexual, heterosexual, homosexual. We're sexual humans. That's all there is to it. And some of us don't believe in any kind of substance abuse. And also, I mean, it's just, beer should be not a topic.
It shouldn't be, except that when, you know, the people who represent those industries are contributing to the things you're talking about, racism, sexism, homophobia. So this is a real quick thing, yeah, just get off the one issue. We got to deal with it comprehensively. Unity oppression, race, gender, class, species, sexual preference.
I want to know if this is for real, or is this like moral compensation for other things that you... I mean moral compensation as in, like, taking these things that you do normally and I mean moral compensation. I mean...
You want to know if you're full of shit? Is that what you're asking? You're telling him what to say? I don't understand your question. Are you asking us if we're full of shit?
No, I'm saying like, you're paid a lot of money, and I just want to know if like, if you're just like, it's just for real. Yeah.
I can say we're really here, and we're talking about the things, and we're giving you guys a chance to put us on the spot. We're giving you a chance to think about some of the issues that we're bringing up. I'm not sure I understand your question. If I'm not answering it correct, please inform me of what you're asking me.
Does your position on animal rights extend to medical purposes? Does your position on animal rights extend to medical experimentation?
In what way? Do animals have rights in the laboratory? Animals have rights everywhere, my friend. Name one benefit. I know I'm talking to God, but let me just say one thing. I know that there's a misconception, and the biggest fraud is the money that's wasted on testing animals where nothing comes out of it, and the money's wasted when it should be spent on humans. The National Institutes of Health waste more money on experimenting on animals than actually applying money to health services and for the mentally handicapped and the disabled.
Where do we progress?
Excuse me?
How do we progress then? How do we do the research?
The majority of scientific knowledge is come from observation and research and autopsies on human beings. There's no cancer cures, and we've killed millions of animals. There's AIDS testing, trying to inject AIDS and create a virus in animals is a waste of millions of dollars. They have not ever once given an animal AIDS, yet they've killed millions of animals. And there's other ways of doing it. There's computer research. I know we got to move on. There's computer research, and the biomedical industry is a huge fraud and waste of money. I urge everyone that's questioning me to read some of the statements by doctors in cancer research, in vivisection, and in heart surgery, and you'll see there are no accomplishments made by animal research.
I saw your video for dysfunctional relationship on MTV a couple weeks ago, and I'm just wondering what the point of that was.
It was on MTV? I'll tell you what the point was. Our record label wanted it to be gratuitously played once at 2 in the morning for their own, you know, whatever. It's not like we lobbied for that to get on TV. I mean, it ain't helping us to be on MTV once. It doesn't do shit. So it just happened to be there, and that's the way it happened.
I'm under the impression that...
Quiet, please.
I'm under the impression that Detroit Mayor Coleman Young has stopped the local appearance of Two Live Crew. I was wondering what kind of ideas you guys had about stopping this suppression. Yeah, Detroit Mayor Coleman Young, I'm under the impression has stopped the local appearance of the Two Live Crew. How can we act to stop this suppression?
Change the location, it's not canceled. That's out and outright racism. We all know it. We're not going to tolerate the censorship in all levels. Even if we don't agree with the lyrics and its misogyny, there's more you can learn from Two Live Crew than censoring them. If you censor them, you'll never know why individuals speak out against women like that. And we have to look at the real problem. The problem is the environment that creates and the need for misogyny and violence against women. We have to realize that those men in Two Live Crew are just reflecting on capitalism, and they're using the same things that advertising uses too, to degrade women for profit.
I just wondered if you were planning to bring any women or people of color into the festival.
We don't believe in tokenism, Diane. Yeah, no, but the point is we are three white guys. We have to account for that. Yes, we do work with people of color. We do work with women. In the musical context, that may evolve too, but it's not like we want to bring a brother or a sister into the band to make us feel good. That's not the point. Go ahead, who's next? Who hasn't been heard from? Yes.
Yeah, earlier y'all were speaking out against Rennicott. I'm from a more conservative campus myself, and we had 11 rapes 3 or 4 years ago. Last year we had 7. I don't like Rennicott myself, but we don't have. But I can count 3 officers on that campus. What are you guys going to do?
Men with guns.
I'm not informed on the issue of Rennicott, so I just need to say one thing. Creating a police state does nothing. You have to work with the problem at hand, and that's violence against women.
I got men with guns aren't going to stop rape. And the women on the campus told the regents what would make the campus safer. They suggested things like lighting and emergency phones, and the regents ignored them and got the cops with guns.
What did they say? This guy was yelling at her. I couldn't hear him. Say it again, please.
Women made suggestions to the regents. They said lighting, phones. Regents ignored it, went ahead with their men with guns.
Yes. Rape is a societal problem.
90% of rapes occur in the home, not on the campus.
Well, tons of rape does occur on the campus. We're turning a place into a police state and you're going to stop it. It's a social problem you got to deal with.
Alright, the St. Pat fact is 80% of rape is date rape. And I'm sick and tired of white men using women and children as the reason to get guns on this campus. That's complete and utter bullshit. The same thing that's being done in the censorship bullshit is the same thing that's being done here. People don't start reading up on the facts and taking action and getting involved on campus, and things just are not going to change. They're going to get worse.
Please listen to what this woman said. Jock, go ahead, and then we're going to bag it.
Wow, I can't believe I know my name. Who are you guys? Why should we be all standing staring at you just so you guys play some good music and we enjoy dancing to you? What are you guys standing on stage? Get down here with everyone else. I respect you for what you're doing. I appreciate the cause you're working for, but I mean, you got like what, 100, 150 people? You got 200 people looking at you, and I mean, you're presenting yourself as an authority. Are you aware of that?
No, we are not. Let's clarify right now.
Are you responding to everything we say? Someone else is not responding here to what
we are responding. We'll say right now that for anybody who has a misconception, we are not professing authority. We are just musicians, and we're trying to act as mediators. So if you haven't been answered to, MC 900 Foot's coming on. Philip is going to be out there at the merch booth. You want to get free literature, you want to support choice, buy these stickers. If you want to talk to Consolidated,